Welcome back, guys. LA.Loadouts here, and today we're going to clean the DR920P. I've been shooting a couple rounds with it. First and foremost, this is clear. Take the mag out. So the DR920P, you have to take out this pin to take out the compensator and just break it as your normal pistol. So we're going to take off the slide, put the mag in. We're going to make sure it's clear. Pull the trigger. And then, this is the way I do it here. Here, I'll be back. All right, took the slide off. I was having trouble there, but I just came back from the range. Shot like a couple. I only shot like 100 rounds, to be honest with you guys. It still looks clean, but today I'm gonna be showing you how to take the compensator off and how I clean my guns. First and foremost, let's take out the compensator here. So what Shadow Systems did, they send you out this what are these called? Damn, I forget the name. Shit, I forgot the name. But they give you this to take out like the compensator, and also you could, you know, disassemble the frame if you wanted to. But they give you this for the comp, so you could take off the whole upper slide off. And every time I take this off, I always go from left to right. So if I'm aiming my gun this way, I'm going from here to that way. So let me take this pin off real quick. All right, you just push it out. Here's the pin, and what you do, take out the spring, take the spring out, take the comp off, so I'll hold down the slide. This is the comp. Here you're going to see a little pin here. You don't want to lose that. Put that to the side, and then there's going to be a rubber o-ring here. You also don't want to lose this. Put that aside, and then here you got your barrel. It is pretty dirty here. Look at that. Oh yeah, needs to be a little touch up, you know. Put that aside, and this is the slide here. Yeah, I guess I was shooting some dirty ammo, but this thing got pretty dirty really fast. This is not gonna be like a deep cleaning video. This is gonna be like a quick wipe down. But let me show you guys how to clean the DR920P. This just got added to the roster a couple months ago, so I know some people really don't know how to take a comp off. Thankfully, it's just a pin there, and push that out, that comes out. So let's get to the business. All right, so what I'm using right now to clean the Shadow System is this COP. So what I like doing is putting some in the barrel first, so it could, you know, start the process, break down that gunk from the gunpowder, let that sit on the side, and then I get just a normal dirty rag here. Get a rag, or you could get these 3-inch squares cottons if you don't have a microfiber towel. So what I do is I put a brush like this, put the cotton towel over it, and then spray some COP on there. Alright, and I'm gonna grab my slide, okay, and I'm just gonna go like this, okay. This is gonna break down, collect all the powder and whatnot, the grime. You don't have to get everything in here, but I do have some Q-tips here so I can get like into the crevices. But also for the firing pin right here, it's good to like scrub it with, you know, like this, nothing too crazy. For sure you want the thinner side because it fits better than the thicker side. So you want to go through there. Okay, cool, got that. Got some stuck on the chamber indicator there. See right there, it looks pretty clean already. Just gonna do a quick wipe down. And then what I also like to do with the slide, since there's like 2 crevices here, I like putting some COP, one of these, and just go in there. Okay, looks pretty clean on the back side. And then I like going like this. Make sure I get every crevice. Okay, get the rail there. It's not as dirty, but it is good to clean it. Okay, get that there. I mean, this doesn't have to be perfect, just as long you don't let, you know, stuff build up. I'm going to get a microfiber towel and just start drying it off here. Okay, go through the slide. Make sure I dry, get everything in there. You don't want too much residue over, like left over, because that's gonna build up when you shoot the gun. You want to make sure to like not put too much oil or leave as much residue. I'm gonna show you in a little bit how to oil these guns. These guns like to tend to not run wet, but not as dry as a Glock neither, because they do have that barrel and a compensator, so they like to run a little more wet than usual. Sorry if wet sounded weird, but that's the only way I could describe it. Here's the slide. Pretty much looks pretty clean already. Look at that. I am gonna clean the optic after, don't worry. Put that to the side for now. Okay. Then I'm going to clean this. This looks pretty clean. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna get these cotton 3x3s, and I'm gonna just wipe it down. Nothing too crazy. All right. Get in there a little bit. You might want to go in the mag well. Sorry about my camera here. Get in the mag well there. It's not too dirty, but it is good practice to wipe down your gun after the range. This is not my self-defense gun. This is more of my like competition. So this is the range toy, if you would say. I gotta fix my camera again. Now look at that. Look how clean it is. It looks like a brand new pistol. Nothing too crazy here. Oh shit. Sorry guys. Almost dropped my camera there. Alright. There it is. Looks pretty clean. Let's see. This thing gets blurry real quick. Take that out. Alright. clean. So next is the barrel. Barrel is gonna be the next thing we clean. So what I like doing with the barrel, it looks pretty dirty in there. Let's see if I could focus. You see all that gunk in there? It looks like shit. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run this bore snake. All right, you get one of these in your local gun shops. They're like inexpensive. They're probably like 15 bucks. So what you do, you're gonna get this tip, right? And you're gonna put it in this orientation, okay? You never wanna go from this way to that way. You always wanna go from this way to out this way. So I'm gonna feed this in, and then we're just gonna pull it through. All right. You wanna do this like maybe twice, 3 times until like that gunk from the middle's not there anymore. So I'll just run it one more time. Run it one more time. And there you go. As you can see, it looks 10 times better. And to clean this part right here, it's still black right there. So I'm just gonna get a microfiber towel. Wipe it down. You see there's like a little buildup already there. Let me see if you can focus. You see that black stuff right there? What you want to do, get your brush and just, work it a bit. And we use the thicker side to get everything there. You just work it, nothing too crazy. Okay. There we go. 10 times better. Look at that. This camera needs to focus. I'm sorry, guys. Look at that. Clean as a whistle. Okay. And then the next thing. Also, update. I've been having this gun for like 2 weeks, and it shot around, I would say like 300 to 400 rounds, and the paint there, it's already chipping. So I don't know if it's just the Cerakote from Shadow Systems, or the gun was too tight when breaking in the gun. They were recommended to break in the pistol 200 rounds, 124 grain. But I don't know. Hopefully stays like this and it doesn't get worse, but this bronze looks fucking amazing. The compensator, it doesn't really need to be like squeaky clean, because it's always gonna get dirty right here, like in this little part right here. Like you don't need to like go crazy in there. You could get like a Q-tip with COP in there, but it's not necessary, if you would say. But fuck it, why not, right? Just put it in there, clean it. It's nothing too crazy. It doesn't need it as much. It's not like a essential part, of the pistol, but it is good practice, I guess. All right, here's the compensator. Cleaned it as best I can. And then this rubber, you don't need to really clean it, but just make sure don't lose it, because that's the only one you get. Unless you have to email them to get a new one. Anyways, this is clean now. Clean, barrel's clean, compensator clean, and the slide's clean. I just need to get the optic real quick. Let me wipe it real quick. Wiping it real quick. It's kind of hard to do it in the camera angle. I don't want to keep dropping the camera, but There it is. Pretty clean now. Boom, boom. Alright, let's put it back together. So, what I like to use is just your normal gun oil. Okay. I like this applicator because you could precisely put the oil wherever you want. So what I like putting the oil on is these rails right here. Okay. And I like putting oil right here. And that's pretty much it for the bottom side. For the top side, I like putting on the rails, of course. Some right here because it makes contact with the barrel. A little dot right here, and that's pretty much it. So let me do that real quick with the slide. Put oil here, a little dot, nothing too gross. That was too much. Ooh, let me spread it. Okay. Put some one dot there, 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 and one dot there, and then one dot here. Okay. And with the barrel, I like just putting a little bit in there on top of it and just go around it there. Okay. Make sure you get some there. Boom, that's done. Now, the bottom part, I just put a dot here. Okay. Here, 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 and then on the cruciform, this is a Timney trigger, so I like to put all there. Make sure it spreads there. Cool, and that's all. Now let's put it together. So let's put the barrel together. Just gonna put the barrel in. Oh shit, I'm an idiot. Barrel in. Put the spring back. Okay. Make sure it's on the second step there. Boom. Now the compensator is gonna go back on there. Okay. So you get your rubber ring. Put it on top of the barrel. Okay. And this little divot here, maybe you could focus on there. That's where the compensator is gonna sit. Okay. And then that pin that we took out earlier, you see that little divot? If it could focus, it's gonna go through there. So, compensator, it's gonna go like this, okay? Should click right there, where I showed you earlier. Boom, okay? Now we put the pin in there. This, we're gonna go from right to left now. Put it in there. Let's see here. Get this tool, it's the one to give you. Just press it down. Okay. Make sure it's flush, okay? So I'm just gonna make sure it's flush there. It's too much. All right. Looks pretty. Just a little tad more. There you go. Pretty flush to me now. All right. And then we're gonna put this together. All right. Okay, run the slide a couple of times. Okay. Yeah, pretty clean. If you want, you could wipe down the mag too, because the mag does get a little dirty. So I'm just gonna wipe that down real quick. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know, but just as long you keep your guns clean, you should be a-okay. And I'm just gonna give this a quick wipe down, just so I can get rid of the oils on the slide. Get a quick wipe down there. Clean the glass right now. And then let's do a quick functions check here. Let's put the mag in. Since it's California, no magazine disconnect. Make sure it's clear. Okay. All right, that's good. Make sure the safety works. Reset works. Cool. All right. Now you got a clean DR920P by Shadow Systems here in California. If you like this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and comment below what was your first handgun and how was your cleaning experience. All right, guys, LA Loadouts out.